Hey everyone, this is David Black with another How to Get a Girl podcast from social-masters.com, where you can take my free dating analysis quiz and find out exactly where you are going wrong with women. Let's get started with today's subject, which is learn how to attract girls. How to attract girls. This challenge has occupied men since the beginnings of humanity. Caveman collected food, warriors slayed bad guys, and artists painted masterpieces, all in the name of getting nookie. But they all got it wrong, and men the world over continue to get it wrong to this day. Not all men, 99%, do not realize that this puzzle has been solved. The code has been cracked. We now know precisely how to attract women on a biological gut level. We're not talking fleeting feelings here. I'm on about the kind of deep emotional attraction women normally only feel for guys like rock stars or film actors. Think screaming, crying, fainting Beatles fans. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we can do now the code has been cracked, and more importantly, that's what we can teach to anyone. I know because several years ago I was shown the beginnings of what I now know about attracting girls. Trippy flashback alert. I was at rock bottom in my life. I had just finished university. Voluntarily I dropped out, and I was unemployed. I lived with my parents, I had very few friends, and I felt lonely and depressed. I seriously felt like my life had no purpose, no direction. I felt lost in the world. I could not see it at the time, but all of these problems were rooted in my inability to have success with women. I was intimidated by women. I felt guilty for my feelings, like I didn't deserve to even be looking at attractive women. All in all, my life was pretty messed up, and my head was in a bad place. I was depressed because I was not being the person I knew deep inside myself I had the potential to be. This all changed when I met someone who introduced me to the principles of approaching women, interacting with them, and getting them attracted to you. Cliche time, my life changed. I know it sounds cheesy and corny, but the truth is, I went from depressed to seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. All of a sudden, I found myself able to talk to women in public places. This was awesome on its own, but even better, they were laughing, smiling, touching me. They actually liked me, and without even using pheromones. They were attracted to me. To go from what I was before to this felt incredible. It's like that film The Lion King, stick with me here, where Simba's dad Mufasa is killed in the beginning and you feel so sad. There was such a deep feeling of sorrow and loss. Then the film progresses and Simba grows up, becomes a mature male lion, and ends up avenging his father's death and leading the pride. That emotional high you feel at the end is a tiny sliver of what it feels like to experience this transformation in yourself. Loss and redemption. After this initial breakthrough, I progressed quickly, and it wasn't long before guys began going out with me to learn from me. I showed guys casually these principles, and they started to have the same success with girls that I had experienced. One guy, Steven, went from depressed, self-loathing, self-harming shell of a man to a confident ladies' man who constantly met women in real life, online, and had many girls at his work chasing him. So, after much convincing by the guys I have helped, I'm putting a few of these principles I go by into written form so that other guys can benefit from my experiences, learn from my failures, and generally shorten their own learning curve. You might think that this includes showing people how to approach girls, how to attract girls, and dating women. Read on to find out how. Sorry if things seems a bit haphazard. I'm not the best writer ever, and my mind sometimes wanders off into strange and mysterious places all by itself. I never really intended to write any of this stuff down. That said, let's get into things. Onwards. 3 kinds of men. Which one are you? In my experience, there are 3 kinds of men, or stages of maturity if you like, and each one falls into one of the patterns of behaviour below. Number 1, the unacknowledged hero. Work hard in your job, etc. Get to create stuff, try to impress girls. Number 2, the pickup artist. Learn loads of lines, routines and techniques, use them, get girls, usually feel shallow and like you're faking it. And number 3, the real man. Develop yourself as a man, be genuine, attractive, behaviours happen naturally without effort, and then women are attracted to you automatically. If you want to know more, I provide a dating analysis quiz that will give you personalised insights into exactly where you're going wrong with women and what to do about it. And you can find this at social-masters.com. That's SOCIAL-MASTERS.com. So go check it out, and I'll speak to you soon. This is David Black. Catch you later.